This is Lawrence D. Adams, and today I'm talking about use the game that you know. A lot of times you can be reading books, you can watch YouTube videos, you can get all the information that you need, but if you never apply the game that you learn, all you have is information stuck in your head. You have to go out there and actually see if it works. And one of the sad facts that a lot of people do is they go out and they get all this information, but they never apply it to real life situations. And I kind of admit that I was at that place at one time, but I realized I had to go out there and apply and test out and see if the information that I was given is valid and how to work it for me. I'll give you an example. I met this girl and I met her on a dating site, got her to a place where we can actually meet up. We met up, I talked to her, I immediately started touching her, touched her arm, then I brought her in, kissed her, then we sort of talked and she had a little something to drink. We talked a little bit more. Then later on that night, of course, I went to the next level. But if I never apply what I've learned or see how it fits me as a person, I would have been stuck the moment I seen her. So what I did was I said, you know what? I came with the mindset that I am the prize. Not only that I am the prize, but I am the big dog in this picture and I'm the dominant. And so when I came with that kind of attitude and that kind of spirit and kind of thinking, things I've learned and things that I'm applying, it worked. But I had to actually test it to see that it worked. And a lot of times men, they get all this information and get information paralysis. That means their minds will begin to close up and say, hey, what do I do next? I don't know the next information what to do. What I've learned to do is to let it just happen. Let it flow. If you don't let it flow, what happens is you become stagnant or you begin to close up and you begin to clam up and you begin to look outward and you begin to say things that just don't add up. So what you need to do is allow it to flow. Trust the information that you get, but you need to test it. A lot of times the key to you solidifying in you what you have learned in your mental is by testing it and seeing it on real women, seeing it on the internet. You in internet dating. You need to test out what you have learned. A lot of times your game will go to the next level when you begin to go out and test what you have learned. And it's a shame because you can become addicted to YouTube videos and books and never go out and meet a live woman or actually go out there and talk. So it is very important that you apply what you learn to build that skill set so that you become proficient in your game. And the reason why some people are not proficient in their game because they have not applied the information that they have. The moment you begin to apply it, you will begin to see results. The results that came in my life is because I begin to apply, I begin to test, I begin to see, let me try it this way, let me try it that way. Okay, she's pointing her toe towards me, her feet towards me. So that means she's interested because I study body language. Oh, she's rubbing her hair. Oh, that means that she's getting turned on. Oh, she's squirming, her legs are moving. Her legs are just shaking a little bit. Oh, she's really turned on. All you things that you can learn in body language. But if I never apply it or never see it in a real life situation, all I have is head knowledge. So the dangers of this time, especially with game, you can have a bunch of head knowledge without no infield or without actually, as we would call it, street knowledge or how it applies. So you got to apply this knowledge out there. There's no need to get the game if you don't use the game, because all it is a game. Let me repeat that. There's no need to get the game if you don't use the game, because all it is the game. And guess what? Your confidence will go up when you begin to realize that what you have learned or what you have studied and what you apply begins to work in your life. And you'll see results. And then you can come back and say, hey, this worked for me. Oh, this didn't work for me. How can I make the adjustments? How can I become better? How can I say Now what I need to say next? Or maybe I just not need to say anything at all. Let me just flow. Let me look in her eyes. Maybe I need to go in and kiss her. But you'll never learn those minute little detail things if you never go out there and apply the game. And so what's so important is you have to apply the game. The game must be applied. If you don't apply it, guess what's going to happen? You're going to sit on the sidelines waiting for it to happen to you, and it will pass you by. You have to go out there and test it. You have to see, is this for real or is it not? And as we used to say back in the day, is it Memorex or is it real or is it Memorex? So you got to go out there and actually test the game. If you do not test it, guess what's going to happen? It's all it's going to do is be stuck in your head, and you'll never know because you never tested it. I dare you today. I dare you tonight. I dare you every time you hear this, you must go out and test what you know. Even if you just know one part of the game, if you know one little section, go out there and test it. See if it works. See how you can apply it. Once you do that, you will see results like never before. Your confidence will go up. Your how you feel about yourself will go up because you feel excited that you actually applied something that you learned. I'm telling you right now, once you begin to apply the game is going to apply to you. This is Lawrence D. Adams.